you have anything?
No, sir.
John, you have anything?
No.
I've got one more issue, and it concerns myself. As you guys know, in the past, we had it fixed to where you're going to be president 1 year at a time. So we've been alternating. I'm here to tell you, I want to step down as president. I'll stay on the board, but with all the issues we got happening daily, it's hard for me to concentrate on my job at work. Seems like there's issues every day that just takes longer and longer and longer my time at work. And I have got to consider myself first at work before I do here. I care what goes on here, and I'll give it everything I got, but I do not have time to be president right now. So you guys can take that and see how you want to do it and fight it out. And
If that's your wishes, I move that Keith's resignation as president be accepted.
Second.
I'll make it unanimous.
Okay. And I also move that Tom Noble be appointed to fill the term of president of the town board of Odon, Indiana.
I have a question before that moves on. Brian, I get so much PTSD medication from the VA. I need some more.
But it has to be you because he just served,
Yes,
right?
I know. So
The only guy I know's got a crazy doctor.
yes, I do that great.
And I second that motion, John, nominating you as president for the rest of the year.
No death at 2 to 1. I'll start this over, right?
But it just shows you something of a burden that's here in this room. It's amazing at times. Dept carries a load that I think is unbelievable, dealing with day-to-day stuff. Unreal, but it would discourage anybody from doing a good job.
Out of 210 clerks elected in the last election, was 190 have resigned within the first 4 months.
I can see why.
I can't do.
I think I emailed you on that anniversary date and I said, I'm still here, but barely. But,
A lot of states have gone to a
my manager.
town manager hired position and done away with the clerk election. And the burden is the reason for that.
I know in my manual it says that the problem with clerks being in the town is that there's no manager, and so a lot of it gets placed on the
That's
treasurer. And I tell you, it is, I've had to have a come to Jesus the past 2 months meeting with myself, saying, that's not mine. That's not my job. Take it to him or her, and I hope the people have been understanding of that, but that's not truly my job, and I'm trying to place it in the correct lap.
In connection with that, we've discussed a plan to build, add to the room or provide an office for the clerk treasurer. I'd like to see a plan developed. I don't think it costs a lot of money. We've got that could be enclosed out there. We've got this room here. But something to get the clerk treasurer out of everybody that wants to come in off the street and take a pass at it. It's distracting. You can't get your necessary work done, and it's asking too much.
I would like to
have another resignation.
one thing real quick before we close is I skipped something here, and it was the status on the old police department.
We still got some stuff in there, we're still moving. One of the bathrooms now, the new office, we're thinking about converting to storage, because we don't need 3
It's
bathrooms.
been a while, Steve.
Yeah, I know.
So have you got a timeline on when this will be cleaned out?
Like by Friday.
I wish.
You got some guys that probably help you real quick if,
Yeah, I had some volunteers last night, so we'll get on as quick as we can. I'm trying to do that.
Let me tell you what, always certain people are still here, but I'm president now. But anyway, as the new president, what I will say is this. Everybody knows that I spent a lot of time in Florida. Starting next month, I will spend 8 to 10 days here prior to the meeting. And then April, May, according to May, I'll be here full time. but as president, I can do my job properly and stay in Florida. After this election's over, you'll probably see Florida plates on my car after next term.
But you still have the Odon.
Well, I'll still be here the same amount of time, it'll just be a resident, there's no state tax in Florida.
I need either for you to have a special meeting or authorize me to respond, because we have 2 responses to the Public Access Council before your next meeting.
Well, you'll have to respond, just that simple.
I have one of those drafted already,
Okay.
it's in draft, but I don't have that drafted, I have to fix the other one up. And also I have contacted Umba and Buzz about reducing those bills. I've asked that they review the bills. I specifically asked that they not bill the town for reviewing those bills. I better not see a bill come here for them looking at their bill. But that I suggested that, $50,000 some was ridiculous between the 2 of them for doing we don't know what, because I don't really know what their deliverable was on either thing, and that they review those and try to figure out if they can credit or rebate the town back some money. I don't know what they'll do. I think they're probably both interested in continued work for the town, but that was what was requested. I do, and that's what I've done.
Thank you, Rita.
You're welcome.
And I can say that.
And they may call you, and if they call you,
Okay.
feel free to tell them, Rita's handling that, and you need to call Rita, because
Okay.
I've not asked them to call you, I've asked them to call me back.
We'll get your cut rate on these 2,
On with.
these 2 that you're responding to now. You've already done this once.
She gave us
They're
a
different
couple.
responses. I know Bill, I know charge. One of the meetings, this one meeting we had last month, it was 2 hours, I didn't charge
Yeah,
for that, and I know Bill some other stuff, and I was like here 4.5 hours the time that we
Appreciate that.
met on the public access thing, and I think I charged at 3.5 instead of 4.5, I did cut it.
Thank you, thank you.
And I, taken all this heat, but I cut the bill, and there's things I just don't charge for. When I talk to people or something half the time, I just don't even bother to write it down.
Tell me how that access counselor works. Do we ever hear back of
Yeah, they respond back. They give us
a
time,
ruling that,
yeah, and they did.
Yeah, we've got,
They gave it to Beth, and I think.
I
they
can't
used
always
it.
open, emails on my,
Well, Beth, can you stick one, do you have a mailbox?
I've got a Macintosh and sometimes it,
Do you have a box here,
yeah,
or she can mail you one?
okay.
Whenever we get that, something like that
That's
in, probably should make sure they all have a hard copy, Beth, just to be sure,
sure,
so they don't get it electronic.
okay. I didn't have claims.
Mr. East.
All the, approval claims down here, okay, what you got?
The total of the claims come to $122,164.05. And basically, they're payroll claims from December and January and February. And then one of them is for $71,000. That is an adjustment that we had to make according to UNBAW funds. And, but it did have to generate a voucher for that, so, I would discuss each one if you would like, but the majority of
So,
these payroll.
actual out of pocket, 71K, okay, is an adjustment. So
Uh-huh.
actually out of pocket, how much is it?
Well, 7 is what? 50? It comes to about 10,000 payroll for the claims. 10,321 for this one, 10,167 for this one, 10,688 for this one.
And you reviewed all these and
Yes, I have.
amendment to it.
And what happens when we print the claims, then it generates these vouchers.
Okay.
For it to be signed. So and then if you'd like, there's also, gives you the breakdown of what it's all for. Okay? You guys just haven't seen anything in a while, because there's been so much going on.
So do we need to motion that to approve it?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
And you have to
Second.
sign each one of these.
Unanimous.
Thank you.
Is that all we, huh?
Thank you.
Is that all we have?
Motion adjourned?
I'll second that.
Gotta tell you this doctor lawyer joke.